Magandang araw, mabuhay! I am Mariel Macascas and today we will be discussing functionalism. So first off, what is functionalism? Functionalism or functional art is a type of art that serves both aesthetic and practical purposes. It's not just meant to be admired on a wall. It is designed to be used in everyday life. Okay, functional art is like having a friend who's just not good to look at, but also is helpful and useful. It's art that you can use in your daily life, like a beautiful chair that also comfy to sit on, or a funky lamp that lights up your room in a unique way. Okay, it's art that it's a art that doesn't just sit there and look pretty, but it is actually does something for you. It's like having a piece of art that's also a part of your life.
This photo shows the concept of art and its purpose. It raises a question about whether art should be functional or purely aesthetic. The second photo illustrates the architectural principles, the form follows function. This principle suggests that the design of a building should be primarily based on its intended use or purpose. The example here is the Michelangelo Sistine Chapel, because it designed to teach catechism during the Renaissance period. The magnificent paintings on the ceiling and the form of the chapel, including the size, shape, and decorations, enhances the experience of the viewer and reinforces of the message of the painting. The third photo features the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum in New York City, designed by the renowned architect Frank Lloyd Wright. Looking at the top right, a blueprint or the floor plan showcasing the museum's unique spiral layout. This gives us a sense of how building is designed from the bird's eye view. In the top right, it captures the iconic sculpture form of the museum's exterior, the curved shape and the white facade. In the bottom right is the interior shot, this focusing on the central skylight that illuminates the museum's interior. And at the bottom left, it shows a glimpse inside the museums, showcasing the continuous ramp that spirals upward. The fourth photo showcasing the floor plan of a house. It says here that every part of the house has its specific function, so that it has to be designed according to its use. The floor plan also highlights the principles of form follows functions. This means each room is designed according to its purpose. The iconic image showcasing its distinctive sail-like roof and its prominent location on the harbor. This visual prominence emphasizes the building's architectural significance. Formally beautiful but functionally ugly. Why? As you can see, the curved shape of the roof can lead to sound reflections and distortions, making it difficult to achieve optimal sound quality within the concert hall. The irregular angles and surfaces can cause sound waves to bounce around, resulting echoes and less listening experience for the guests. This image contrasts two perspectives of feminine beauty. For the form, this focuses on the physical appearance, emphasizing shape and the idealized image of the sexy body. The inclusion of vital statistics like referring to the body's measurements and the image of the woman in a bikini reinforce this perspective. For function, this perspective views feminine beauty through the lens of reproduction, highlighting the woman as a mother. The inclusion of Venus of Willendorf, an ancient fertility figurine, supports this interpretation. Overall, the image prompts a critical examination of the concept of feminine beauty. It encourages viewers to consider how societal expectations, historical influences, and cultural norms have shaped our understanding of what it means to be beautiful.
Magandang araw, mabuhay ma'am. I am Maria K. Takal. Today I will discuss the one of the philosopher in functionalism. It is Marcel Duchamp, and he was born in July 28, 1887 and died on October 2, 1968, and also known for painting, sculpture, and filming. So, Marcel Duchamp was a French artist who created highly unusual artworks and that challenged contemporary ideas about what art and should be. In his early years, he was inspired art styles and like for example, post-impressionism, futurism, favorism, and cubism. His interest in Cubism was particularly marked as one of his important pieces was done in the Cubist style. Duchamp's interest in intervention and unconventionality became one of the major elements of his art practice for the rest of his career and leading him to produce his later controversial masterpiece. So, sa kanyang pagsikat bilang artist, mas nakilala dito yung ready-made sa sasabi nila. So, what is ready-made? Ready-made to question what is art and what the limitation of art are. He use existing objects in order to ask, is this art? Why or why not? What makes it art or not art? These questions were difficult to answer and sometimes his works were considered highly controversial. So, isa sa mga nagsikat na art na nagawa ni Marcel Duchamp is yung fountain. Fountain by Duchamp consists of a porcelain or urinal placed on its side. It is signed black and painted with the words R. And the piece was highly controversial and is now one of the Duchamp's most famous works of art. And yun nga, kung makikita niyo dun sa may fountain na yun, papasabi ka na bakit siya tinawag na artwork or isa siyang sumikat na art ni Marcel Duchamp. And yun nga, parang kay Marcel Duchamp, hindi porkat na pag sinabi mong artwork is more in painting, sculpture, and ganon. And sa kanya, kahit mga existing object like nagpa-function na object is natatawag niya na artwork. At kaya isa rin siya sa mga naging philosopher ng functionalism because of his artwork that most of them naging controversial talaga kasi nga hindi meron pa yung like for example meron pa yung fountain and meron pa yung bike na sinasabi nila na kung makikita mo siya na isang tingin na mapapasabi ka na bakit siya naging art o bakit yun naging art. And yun nga dahil kay Marcel Duchamp parang hindi porket sa art appreciation ay masasabi mo na yung isa ay nagiging art kundi nagpa-function ng isang bagay. Marcel Duchamp's contributions to functionalism can be understood through his revisionary ideas that bridge art and utility, challenging also challenging traditional notions of what art could be. Although Duchamp is best known for his role in Dadaism and conceptual art, his works often provoke questions about what the functionality of objects and the role of the creativity in everyday life. So, yun nga, sabi ni Marcel Duchamp, sa art, hindi lang siya more on talaga painting and sculpture. Masasabi din natin ang mga nagpa-function na bagay ay natawag din natin siyang art. Like for example, nga sa mga naging controversial niyang artwork, which is yun yung fountain, yung bicycle wheel, or urinal fountain.
And now I will be discussing the artists and masterpieces of functionalism. First off, we have Adam and Eve by Lucas Cranach in 1526, and this style is high Renaissance art. So as you can see in this picture, it shows the bulging stomach of Eve, which indicates fertility and symbolizes feminine beauty. And next painting, we have Go and Multiply by Michelangelo in 1512. And this painting can be seen in Sistine Chapel. So same as earlier, it shows what a natural body looks like. And Also, we can incorporate this to functionalism because our body's one important use is to give life. Moving on to our next painting, we have the Arnolfini Marriage by Van Eyck in 1434. First, I have a question. Do you think that this woman is pregnant? If your answer is yes, you are wrong. This woman is not pregnant. She just made herself appearing to have a big stomach in order to indicate fertility, which symbolizes feminine beauty. And the reason why her gown or her wedding gown is colored green because it symbolizes fertility and the capacity to reproduction. Next painting, as you can see, is the painting of Venus. So this these pictures of Venus, as you can see, is you can see her prominent stomach, and this stomach isn't a depiction of pregnancy, but a stylistic choice reflecting beauty standard of classic and Renaissance art in ancient and during Renaissance. A full rounded belly symbolizes fertility, abundance, and feminine beauty. So, in conclusion, functionalist paintings, while perhaps less celebrated in mainstream canon than other movements, offers a compelling argument for art's inherent connection to its social and environmental context. By prioritizing utility and social impact over purely aesthetic concerns, functionalist artists challenged traditional notions of art's purpose and broadened its potential. Their legacy lies not just in a specific work created, but in the enduring question they posed. Can art be both beautiful and meaningful? The answer, as demonstrated by the diverse expressions within the movement, is a surrounding yes.